Hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com. My blue gloves on, and it is time to look at some new trading cards. If you just watched the last video, I kind of do these like one after another, and then I release them later. Sometimes out of order, which might make it really weird. But the video before this one is where I opened the metal cards. So look for one that's like Spider-Man comparisons or something. And it's very rambly, like most of my videos, so you might want to play it at double speed or just skip through the parts you like just to see the cards. I apologize for that, but I'm an old man. I talk a lot, and I talk very slow. Okay, and in that video, sorry, the point I was trying to make there is at the end of that video, I said I was going to open the rest of these packs. There's 5 more packs in that blaster box, and I'm not gonna lie, they're nice cards. This has some embossed character on it. I love the gold finish on this. Even this Iron Man one, like I know this comic. This has like meaning to me. Whereas a lot of the other stuff, Western cards, I just don't understand. Like basketball cards, they mean nothing to me, right? This has meaning to me, so it's kind of an interesting thing, right? And they look cool. They've got great finish. Certainly much better than the Spider-Man ones. The end of them better than way better than these, right? If you're gonna get Marvel cards, don't get that. Get these Metal Universe. I mean, you can get this one, Metal Universe. I only got a blaster box of it because I just wanted enough that I could do that comparison video. But you might notice that's not what is actually up on the table right now. I'm gonna put these away. It's getting kind of late. It's 10 o'clock here, and I should really be going to bed by about 11, or I won't be able to go to work tomorrow. So I could open those other 5, and I might still, but I have something I've been waiting to open for a long time. This guy. Sorry, I just gendered a box. This thing. It's Chainsaw Man. This is Chainsaw Man. That's katakana Japanese characters. I can read Japanese just fine. Can't read China. I can't read. Well, that actually is. No, yeah, I can. That's kanji. I can read that part. But they can't read these, even though that's like the same kanji characters, like this one, and this one. Those appear in Japanese, but they have different pronunciations and they mean different things. It's Wild West, right? It's like, yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to learn, but it's really hard for me because I know these characters in their Japanese form. His form is totally different, and getting that all in my head has been very challenging. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got 2 cards from the Big Face Studios release of Chainsaw Man. They're really nice cards. I really like these Big Face Studios, but they're sold out everywhere. You can't buy more, which made me really sad because as soon as I opened this, I wanted to buy more of these, but I couldn't. They were already sold out, and they have not come back on the market yet. If they ever do, get them because they're amazing. That box also came with one of those like hit pack box promo packs where I got this. Even the back is awesome on that. Ooh. This is a shadow box card, so it has actual depth. It's really a thick card. Pretty cool. So I got that out of that box. I want to put those there because this is not the Big Face Studios release. On Ali, this is labeled as, I think, like Chainsaw Man hits only box or something, but I don't know what this actually is. It's not Big Face Studios, though. We know that. Different numbering scheme here, different address. I can't read the address, but that's not where they are. Big Face Studios, and the box looks totally different. To be honest, the box feels kind of cheap, and there's not a good whatever's in there. It's shaking around and stuff, so it doesn't feel great. This box, and I think it was $28 maybe. And I think you only get 8 packs, and I don't know if it's a hit pack, so this is probably not a great deal. Well, we haven't opened them yet. I might be blown away. That always happens, but on face value, this set doesn't look like a great deal, and I wouldn't recommend buying it unless you want Chainsaw Man cards and you can't get those. Then this is your only choice. There's another set out now, but I don't have it yet. I'll have it in like a week. Once I have that one, I'll do a pack battle between all three. That's probably the only person who can do that. So I will do that to show you. Okay, so yeah, having it open, I am again just struck with how sort of cheap it feels. I don't know how to describe that, but I mean, there's obviously no treatment on this. It really doesn't even feel like it's coated cardboard. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can like coat cardboard with like a waterproof coating. I think if you spilled water on this, it would soak through. I don't think there's any coating on this at all. But I'm certain of it. So again, not boding well for what's going to be in here. But I have been shocked and surprised many times. Okay, so can't even get it over there. I'm now struggling to actually release this. I think it opens like this. I hope I'm not wrong. I might just be destroying it if I'm wrong. Oh man, if I'm doing this wrong, I feel really bad. But it is not an easy thing to open. I really get the sense I'm doing this wrong. But nothing has torn. I don't hear any tearing or anything, so that's okay. Okay. This is very different. I don't exactly know what to think here. Unfortunately, I don't have the Big Face Studios box or packs out, so I can't show you what it looks like right now. We're fostering kittens in the archive room. Don't worry, the archives are nice. They're in really good, expensive bookcases. Nothing can get into them. But because the kittens are in that room, the archives are kind of like all covered in cardboard and stuff so that the kittens can't mess with them more. But that means I can't open them. So I'm kind of restricted to what I took out before we did that, which isn't, I didn't take that out, so I don't have that. I can't show it to you. But I'll show you a different pack. So this is a 10 yuan Dragon Ball pack. Oh, I think Little Dinosaur made this or something. This is like a typical pack of trading cards. The right size, right? What is this? What am I looking at here? I think it is trading cards, but I think they're the same size. They're in this like weird pouch. And I kind of understand what's going on here. I'll explain it a little bit to you. I'm not as clueless as I make it sound sometimes. Let me pause quick to take some water. All right, sorry about that. Just needed to get a drink of water there. So yeah, we're back here at Chainsaw Man. These are the Big Face ones. These are not. I guess it's G Fashion Toy. G Fashion is a brand in Japan, a very famous brand. I seriously doubt this is legitimate G Fashion product because this feels so cheap and their stuff is incredibly high end, like $1,000 shirt high end kind of stuff. That said, they would make something like this. They make what's called art cards or Leica cards, or I can't remember the term, but they're not trading cards. They're more like postcards. Usually, the Korean K-pop bands make them, and they're incredibly popular there. But they're just basically postcards. They're not trading cards. And that distinction is kind of weird, but it exists. So the thing I'm trying to figure out here is if. Yeah, like it's the same size cards, so these won't be bigger cards in here. They're just in bigger pouches. And so what is this? This is a paper pouch. It's paper. It's not plastic or foil like that. This is paper. And you can buy these pouches. They are you rip them on this side, but they're open on this side when you buy them, and then you get a heat sealer to seal them. It's like a I don't know, it's a little press you make, like a burrito machine maybe. You put it in and press it down, and it makes this pattern and seals the bottom. And like, if you're going to make homemade trading cards, like I've considered buying these for my own homemade cards. Every once in a while, I think about that as something cool to do. I've never done it yet, but you can buy blanks of these and print them on like an inkjet printer, which is like exactly what I'm looking at here. I mean, maybe this was done on a sublimation printer, but this could just be inkjet too. It doesn't really look that sharp. But yeah, this definitely does not feel like a G Fashion product. Very violent image on the front, though. Definitely Chainsaw Man-esque, right? And then the back is all labeled, but not the way you would expect. Sorry, I'm not going to get a whole nother box out and explain all that, but it's not labeled the way you would expect for a fully legitimate, licensed, as in like government approved product. This hasn't gone through that process. So chances are this is what's called a Dojin product, and a very low-end Dojin product from what I'm seeing so far. This is like handmade kind of stuff. Right? This isn't even if you're doing this, you don't have a factory. You have like a garage with 10 people or something. Which, not to knock that, like some of the great companies start that way, but I'm not even gonna try and tear that. That does not tear easily. And they might be doing amazing work. We'll see. Oh, these might be kind of risque too. I've some of them in the flyer look a little bit, like overly sexualized. So if that's the case, I can't show that card here on YouTube. I can put it in the archives because I own that. I can do anything I want there. But here I can't do that. Well, they look legitimate enough. I like actual cards. And I think there's 3 of them in there. And they are not cut well, though. I'll show you once we get them out. Let's see if I can. Which way? Okay, so it'll be this way. Yeah. And anyone who knows this product, which is probably nobody, because I have not seen anyone else open this on English YouTube. There's some Chinese sites where people have opened this already. You can see it, but if you're watching my channel, you probably haven't seen these before, or you just want to see what I think, which is fine. Okay, so let's look at this. I want to show you kind of the edges. See how rough those edges are? So what you're looking at here is, again, this is like hand cut. And I don't mean like they took scissors and cut it, but they use maybe like a paper cutter or some kind of homemade machine to cut these. And as a result, it's very rough, right? Proper trading card like this is die cut. Like a laser cuts it out really quick like that, and you get a perfect edge. But you won't get that if you use a paper cutter to cut it. You get these like really rough edges like this. And the cards are all slightly different sized too. That's another kind of effect of that. So this is definitely like garage kit style stuff. Garage kit is a term for like Gunpla that's made by someone in their garage, which is cool. The coolest stuff is made that way, but still. I have to look at these first just to make sure they're not sorry. Okay, this one is fine. I'll show this one. It's actually kind of cute. So it's a QR 09. Pretty shiny. It's nice. The printing quality is actually not that bad. I mean, this is definitely sublimation printed, not inkjet. There's no way you wouldn't be able to print on this kind of surface with inkjet. And the foil inlay on the QR is well done. Probably stamped. It's probably you can buy stamping machines too. So I'm not really holding it well for you. There you go. So kind of cute. Very different quality level though. Like pretty clearly, this is done by like professionals who have the equipment to do it, and this is done by people in their garage. So let's put that to the side and put these kind of down here. I really want to sleeve these quickly because I don't even want to put them down on the mat without sleeve. Only because they're kind of unfinished. The edges are unfinished. Everything's a little unfinished about these. Which I'm not trying to be mean. This sleeve is so huge too, and look how much smaller that is than a regular trading card. Right? Still a cool look to it. Again, everything I'm seeing here, I know the machines that can do it. I know what they cost. I know the materials. Like if you wanted to make this kind of card and you had $2,000 of capital, I could set you up and get you going. I know everything how to make this. So I could do exactly what they're doing over there to make these. I can't do the art. If you can do the art, we could work together. Let's look at another one. So this is different back. So maybe because this is a QR, this might have been the hit in this pack, and these might be like just ours. We'll see. Again, I have to look first. Sorry. Okay, this one's okay. But yeah, it's just an SR. So this is Power, SR005. That's a cat. That's what she was captured by the bat demon, right? Was keeping her imprisoned because of this cat, or like enslaved, kind of. But there's no foil on this. It's just color printed. The edges are a bit. No, the edges are still super rough on this. Yeah, this type of stuff, like you try to send something like this into PSA, and one, they don't even know what it is. You wouldn't be able to, because it's not in their database. But if you did, they would just reject it because like, the edges are so bad. They probably graded like a 4 or something. Yeah, you almost need different sleeves for these. I'm not going to buy new sleeves just for these, but gosh, these sleeves are so oversized on that. All right. We'll open one more. We'll get one more here. I assume it's going to be another SR. I'm sorry, I have to look at it first. Well, it's really gross, but it's not risque. There you go. Pretty cool art. Although this is just one of the manga covers. I'm pretty sure this is just a manga cover, and it's not cut well at all. So that is supposed to probably, unless this is a rare, it could be R20 and not SR20. I haven't looked at the flyer for this set. It may start at R. Yeah, that's pretty gross, huh? It's a gross show. These cards aren't gross, but the show itself is pretty gross. There's a lot of violence. It's also kind of funny. Very sexualized too, in a weird way. Okay. Well, that was different. Welcome to your first Garage Kit trading cards. I've seen sets before like this, but I had never recorded or opened one on video before. Yeah, you'll know it because of these paper packs. You'll know it because of the poorly cut cards, and the art pretty good on these. Like, but I think it's probably stolen art. I doubt they have artists drawing for it. I could be wrong, but maybe this one, but that and that are definitely from the manga. I'm gonna make sure there's no like hit tag in here. I'm pretty sure there isn't. So yeah, you get 7. There's 7 left. You get 8 total ones, so you're not getting many cards from it. All right, well, now you've seen what this is, and I think now you know enough maybe not to buy this one, which if I've done that service to anyone, I've done a good service, so you're welcome. I put these away, and yeah, maybe we have time to do the Spider-Man cards yet. See you in a bit. Goodbye.